Today, my friend is trying to play Minecraft, but what she doesn't know is that I've secretly snuck into her world, and I'm gonna be pranking her as the Bloop. I've gone ahead and added a mod into our world, which literally lets me morph into the Bloop, you know, like the giant sea monster whale thing. Let me just go ahead and type it in over here. It's called something different in this mod, but as you can see, we've got the Bloop morph. All I gotta do to turn into it is just click right over here and... Okay, hold on. This thing is massive. Let me quickly unmorph before I get caught. But anyways, I'm going to be using this to mess around with my friend. But for now, let me go into spectator mode. Let's go see what Ruby's up to.
Okay, I'm just gonna get some stone. I wonder what I should build my base out of. Sand? No, sand is bad. Sand isn't good.
Okay, it looks like she's just mining right now. I'm pretty sure she just started off this world, so she doesn't have much stuff. But anyways, let's see. Are there any oceans around here? If there's any oceans around here, that would be really good. Okay, it looks like there's a big body of water here. I wouldn't necessarily call this an ocean, but this could be a decent start. Hopefully Ruby heads this way. All right. Let me just head back over to Ruby. How am I going to do this prank? Because I can't really morph into the Bloop if I'm not in the water.
Okay, I guess I'll just mine for a little longer. What should I do? Oh, what if I make my base on a mountain?
She wants to build her base on a mountain. Okay, well, hopefully she goes and looks around for a mountain. Hopefully she'll pass by that ocean thingy that I was looking at. It looks like she's heading the right direction so far. Okay, now she's heading this way. Is there any oceans here? Uh-oh, there's a giant mountain, but there's no ocean. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. We need to get an ocean somewhere. All right, what if I melt all of this ice on this mountain? Crazy idea, but maybe if I melt all of this, then we could get a bunch of water, and then I could spawn in as the Bloop. Let's go ahead and run the command / replace near 100 packed ice with water. I'm pretty sure that's what these blocks are. I think they're packed ice. Okay, now the water is melted. The ice is all melted away, and now it's all water. Okay. Let's see if Ruby notices.
Up there and... Wait a second. What's coming towards me? Is that water?
Oh, snap. She's about to get water avalanched.
What in the world? This mountain is covered in water.
Yeah. It all makes sense because the sun melted away the ice and now it's all water. Wait a second. This could be a funny spot for me to start pranking her as the Bloop. Let me go ahead and run the command / play sound real quick. Do we have any sound effects from the Bloop mod? Let me see. We probably have something here. Ooh, hold on. We got some good stuff. What is fish.roar? This might be good. Hold on. Let me just go ahead and play this for everyone in the surrounding area. I'm just gonna stand right next to Ruby and then run this command in 3, 2, 1. Ooh.
What was that?
That was kind of good. It's just like a fish roar.
Was that like a mountain lion or something? What is that?
It was no mountain lion. It was a mountain Bloop. Oh, I guess since we don't have any oceans in the area, we're gonna have to use this mountain. All right, I've got an idea. How about before we turn into the Bloop, what if I turn into another sea monster thingy? Let's see. I'm pretty sure in this mod we've got a bunch of different sea monsters. Ooh, what about this one over here? This one looks a little bit scary. Definitely not Bloop level, but I guess let's go pass by Ruby. We're gonna start small and then work our way up to the big Bloop. I'm just gonna carefully make my way down over here, and then as soon as I get to Ruby, I'm gonna run that sound command again. Here we go, and then I gotta get behind her and run the command. There we go.
What was that? I heard it again. What is that? Ew!
Wait. I'm not in water. I'm gonna flop around. Floppy fish just flopping around all over the place.
What is that? That's the ugliest dog I've ever seen.
What did she just call me? Did she call me the ugliest dog she's ever seen? This looks nothing like a dog. I may have heard that wrong. I don't know what she said. I was too busy flopping around on the floor. All right, well, anyways, she's seen us as a tiny fish, but we need a lot more water if we want to turn into the Bloop. I don't think it's gonna make sense to morph into the Bloop with this little amount of water. Wait a second. This mountain area right here in the middle, it kind of forms like a bowl shape. What if I go ahead and just fill this bowl with some water? That could work. Let me go ahead and do / pause 1 over here and then / pause 2 over here to set my positions. And then let's run the command / replace air with water. I hope this works. And okay, this actually looks pretty good. The top of the mountain over here is filled with water. This looks pretty normal. This looks like a thing that could, naturally spawn in Minecraft. Let's get a little bit more water over here to fill these empty spots. And okay, this actually looks perfect. Okay, except for this area. This area looks kind of poop, but this is on the opposite side of the mountain, so we should be fine. This would be a good spot to become the Bloop. All right, let me just go over here in the middle of the water, turn into the Bloop, which is this guy right over here, and then hold on. I can't even see myself. Let me go ahead and run the command /scale, set third person to 5. There we go. That just makes my third person camera a little bit farther. And oh yeah, look at me. This looks epic, but I'm not gonna lie, it looks a little bit small. We need to be bigger. I'm doing /scale set 5. Let's see. How big is this gonna make me? Oh my goodness.
What is that?
Wait, hold on. Does Ruby notice me? Hold on. We gotta get a fish roar sound. Let me go ahead and play the fish roar again. Here we go. Oh,
what in the world?
Let's go.
Is that
okay.
a whale?
It looks like Ruby's over here. She climbed the top of the mountain. Hold on. Now that Ruby sees us, it's time to play some scary sounds. Let me go ahead and grab that roar sound again. And all right, we're just gonna play it for everyone. There we go. Oh, yes. Wait, look, there's Ruby up there.
What is that thing roaring? Is that like a giant blue whale? I heard those things were going extinct. Should I feed it something?
Oh, yeah, maybe feed it yourself. All right, now I'm just gonna start eating Ruby.
I'm leaving.
Wait.
I don't want to.
This is supposed to be scary. Let's make it midnight, and let's go ahead and summon some lightning bolts. Boom. Oh, yeah, the bloop is getting angry.
Lightning strikes.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to limit myself to only water. From now on, the bloop is a land being as well. I'm gonna start chasing Ruby on land. Where's she going?
Okay, well, now that I'm away from the water, I should be safe over here.
Yeah, totally safe. All right, I'm just gonna start chasing after her again. Here we go. I'm just gonna start making my way behind her, and then all of a sudden, 3, 2, 1, fish roar sound. Let's go.
I was...
Yep, the bloop is so big that it doesn't even need to be in water.
Okay, I'm gonna jump down here.
Okay, now she's going into a cave. Maybe I don't think I can go into a cave. That's a little bit too far. That's where my powers end. But you know what? I can't go into spectator mode and see what she's up to. So let me do that. Let me go ahead and reset my scale though, because right now I am absolutely massive. Flash scale reset. There we go. And now let's go see what Ruby's doing in this cave. A second, where did she go? There she is.
Okay, I don't think that the whale can follow me into here. What was that thing? Its mouth looked like the size of I don't know, these rocks right here, honestly.
Okay, but what's she gonna do? Is she just gonna stay in this cave the entire time? Is there any big lava caves around here? Sometimes there's caves that have giant lava pools. Maybe I could go to one of those and replace all of the lava with water, and then I could just come out of the water. Let's see. We need to find a giant cave somewhere around here and then somehow get Ruby to go to it. A giant lava cave, that is. I know they exist. I just don't see any around here. Where are these things? Giant lava cave, where are you? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I do not see any giant lava caves. Let me just go teleport back to Ruby. She's not gonna hide underground the entire time. There's no way.
Let's see here. Ooh, iron. I'm gonna get a full set of iron armor.
Okay, it looks like she's just mining right now. This is annoying. All right, what if, instead of coming out as the big bloop again, what if I morph into a tiny fish again? At least while she's underground. We can become another one of these tiny fish from the mod, and then we can just go scare her as this. What do we got? What is this? Alpha reaver fish? Whoa, okay, this one is not a tiny fish. What else do we have? What is this? This doesn't even look like a fish. Maybe this guy? No, this one's too small. I think we're gonna have to go with this guy again. The vertebrat was what it's called. All right, let's just keep going around here. I'm just gonna swim in this little piece of water that Ruby has. I think Ruby's mining next to some water. And let me go ahead and play another roar. There we go.
What?
Hey there, I wanna eat you. I'm just gonna start flopping around and biting Ruby. Come here. We gotta make it look like her entire world is corrupted by fish and the fish are taking over. Wait. This doesn't really make sense since fish don't have fingers, but the fish is gonna leave a sign. Actually, wait. Hold on. Ruby dug in a hole. Instead of a sign, let me write a book. I'm just gonna put in this book, the bloop is after you. And now let me just drop it down here in the hole that Ruby dug. All right, hopefully she picks that up.
What did I just pick up?
I think she got the book. Yes.
The bloop is after you? Huh? What's a bloop?
Alrighty, well, that was pretty good. She got the message. This is perfect. Now it looks like she's just walking around in this cave. I think she's too scared to go on the surface after seeing that giant bloop on the mountain.
Who wrote this book? I'm the only person here.
That's what you think.
Well, let's see. Maybe I can go down here?
Okay, she keeps going deeper and deeper in the caves. We need to get her out of here. I've got an idea. What if we start making it look like there's lava rising from the bottom of the caves? That'll probably be a good way to get her out of the caves. Okay. All I gotta do to make some lava rise is just run the command / replace near. Let's do 5. Anything that isn't air, or actually, wait, no, anything that is air with lava. All right, let's just run it over here. Uh-oh, that was a lot of lava, but hopefully Ruby gets the clue.
Start smelting Whoa, what is that? What is that?
Turns out Ruby was mining in a volcano. Yep, she's gonna have to get out. Oh, okay. A zombie killed her. Maybe the lava was overkill. I could have just spawned in some monsters. Anyways, hold on. Let me teleport back to her again. I need to make sure that she does not go back into any caves. Let's see. Is there any caves around here? There's, this one. This is the same one that she was at earlier. Let me go ahead and stand over here. Do / pause 1. Let me go all the way in the other corner. / pause 2. And then / set lava. There we go. We gotta make it look like the caves had lava rising out of them, and now you can't go inside of the caves. They are no longer an option.
Okay, let's go back to that cave.
It looks like she's trying to go back, but now
what?
The cave is filled with lava. Yep, turns out there was, some earthquakes and the lava, rose.
Why is it full of lava? lava. This is the same cave I was in, right?
Now it's filled with lava. And wait, hold on. Lava is a liquid. What if we have a fish flopping around in it again? The same fish as earlier. I'm just gonna do some jumps in the lava. The same, just flopping around all over the place.
What in the world? That fish is like jumping like it's a lava fish. Okay, this is creepy.
And let's play the sound again. Ugh.
Ew.
There's a lot of aquatic life in this world that's weird. Anyways, it looks like she's leaving. Hopefully she doesn't find another cave. If she goes near any other caves, I'm gonna fill them all up with lava. Oh wait, hold on. She's heading towards that ocean area that we saw earlier. This is good. Hopefully she goes on the water. That would be perfect.
All right, I don't really like this place anymore. I need to find somewhere good to build my house and not on a mountain.
Okay, this is good. We've gotten Ruby to come out of the caves and there's only one option left, the water. Anyways, I'm pretty sure there's an ocean this way, so hopefully Ruby just keeps on running.
This seems like a good spot.
And wait, hold on a second. Ruby's picked the perfect spot. This is right next to a giant body of water. I'm gonna be able to come out as the bloop and do a lot of things. Wait, what's all this weird stuff down here in the water? There's some weird looking caves, but that makes it even better. That'll be the bloop's home. Anyways, it looks like Ruby is starting to settle down in this spot. I gotta make sure that she stays in this spot and doesn't leave no matter what. Maybe if she builds a house here, she's gonna be like connected to the spot and she's not gonna want to leave very easily. I wonder how I can help her build a house. I don't want to just pull up and, start helping her. That's going to be too suspicious. Wait a second. What if I morph into a villager and pull up and then start offering to help her? That'll make a little bit more sense. All right, let me turn into a villager real quick. I'm going to be Bob the villager. And now I'm just going to go help Ruby build her house. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I go, let me go ahead and grab some signs. This way I'll be able to communicate with her. All right, here I am. I'm going to say, hello there. Oh, I cannot type.
Hello there. Oh my gosh, I've never met a villager that can communicate before.
Oh, yep, I'm the first one. All right, let me go ahead and edit the sign. You are, hold on. You look lost. Can I help you settle shelter?
Oh, let's see. You look lost. Can I help you settle shelter? Huh? Like build a house?
Yes, build a house.
Oh, it's nodding its head. Yes. Okay, well, it would be nice if I could make this place a flat area. I want to live next to the beach.
Oh, you want this place to be a flat area? All right, I got you. I'm just going to be the most helpful villager possible. Let me grab a diamond shovel and, all right, I'm just helping. Doing my thing. Just a helpful villager in the area. Nothing suspicious at all.
Wow. What a helpful villager. Wait, what village do you come from?
The one across the water. Yep, there we go. That's the one I come from.
The one across the water. Wow, you're really far from home. Are you trying to get back?
No, actually, I'm here to help passerbys. Yep, here to help the people who are passing by.
I'm here to help passerbys. Wow, you're so nice.
Yep, that's just how we do things back at my village, everyone's super nice. Anyways, this looks like a pretty clear area, nice plot of land. I think now let's start building the house. We gotta make this house look really good so that Ruby gets emotionally attached to the house and doesn't want to leave.
Do you want to move your sign so we can build right here?
Yeah, let me remove the signs. It's time to get to building, and hold on. Here's some wood. There you go, just some wood planks, a lot of wood planks. Don't question this at all. Just take all that and let's get to building.
Let's see here. I guess I'll put it like this.
Okay, what in the world is Ruby building? I'm not even gonna question it.
Like that.
This is a tiny looking house, but honestly, as long as Ruby likes it and she gets connected to it, that's gonna be good enough. All right, I guess I'll start helping with it too. Let's get some glass panes. Maybe we could put some glass around here, get a nice good view of the bloop that's gonna come out of the water. Oh yes, this is gonna be perfect.
Let's put the door right here.
I'm designing this house for optimal scariness. All right, so we can have the nice window facing the ocean. Honestly, I think we gotta make this window a little bit bigger. We wanna see everything in the ocean. There we go, that looks pretty good. And then let's put some wood blocks around here. We could have the roof and the floor and everything. This house is looking great.
Wait, villager, why are you only putting windows on one side? Put it on the other side too.
The lakefront view is better. That's why. Yep, that's why we're putting windows on only one side.
The lakefront view is better. Well, I guess you're right. It does look quite nice.
And let's get some spruce doors so that I can jump scare her. Because with normal oak doors, you can see through them. Spruce doors, on the other hand, are fully non-visible through, or whatever the word is. Anyways, this place looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and complete the roof. Yep. Let's make this place look really, really nice. And then, let's also put a bed here.
Ooh, a bed? Thanks.
Wait, hold on. You know what type of bed would get Ruby more attached to this house? A magenta bed. There you go.
Let's see, I'll put down the furnaces right. Magenta! That's my favorite color! You shouldn't have!
Of course. No problem. And wait, hold on. The final step of getting Ruby attached to this house. She can name it. Let me put a sign down. What would you like to name this? What's a fancy word for a house? Residence. There we go.
What would you like to name this Renaissance
Okay, I'm just gonna edit it. I don't think Ruby knows that word. What would you like to name this house?
house? Oh, why didn't you just say so? I can name the house? What about, Ruby House? Yeah, that.
All right, and hold on. Let me go outside now, and I'm just gonna put down a really, really nice looking sign. Ruby House, yay! What other stuff? Hold on, we gotta make it look fancier. Grab a little bit of glow squid ink. Let's grab a little bit of magenta dye. Oh yes, this house is gonna look insane. There we go, looking good, and we finished the house just on time. It's starting to become dark now. Perfect time for a nice bloop attack. Ooh, hold on. You want to know what else would be great for emotional attachment to the house? Some flowers. Get a little bit of these going out here. Oh, yeah. Of course, we're going to need some flowers. A little bit of poppies. We got to get all the different types of flowers. All right, now we just wait for Ruby to come out.
Flowers and you put down the sign with the name and you made it magenta. What? You're so nice.
Of course. Now, let me go ahead and put down another sign. You, hold on, lowercase, are welcome for the house. Just promise me one thing, and then I'm gonna try to tell Ruby to never leave.
You are welcome for the house. Just promise me one thing. Oh, sure, I'll promise something.
Don't waste the gift. Make sure to keep good care of this house. There we go.
Don't waste the gift. Make sure to keep good care of the house. You mean take good care of this house?
Yep. Just take good care of this house.
Oh, okay. I understand what you mean. I'll take care of this house. Don't you worry.
All right. Well, I shall head back to my village now. I'm just gonna start walking off. All right, here we go. Gotta get out of sight.
Bye.
See you later. Goodbye. All right, now I'm out of here. Back to spectator mode. And we finished the house literally the perfect time. It's starting to become nighttime just now. Hopefully Ruby actually sticks to that promise and doesn't leave the house. I have a feeling she will. I don't think she's gonna break that promise to the villager. And this house looks pretty cozy. She's even got a ladder here on the side. I'm guessing she's planning on making a second floor too.
Okay, let's just make a second floor. What if I have it be like a viewing deck where I can see the lake and I can sit in the sun?
That would be great. That would actually be incredible.
Man, that villager was so nice. I'll take care of this place real good.
All right, that's good to hear. Anyways, now that it's nighttime, I think it is prime time for pranking. Let's see. What about we start off with some sounds? We can make it feel like the bloop is coming. He's on his way. Let's see what other sounds we have. Let me just go ahead and delete this and wait, roar far? That's like exactly what we're looking for. I think there's gonna be a roar sound from far away. I'm playing it. All right.
What was that noise?
Ooh, that was pretty good.
What was that noise?
That was really good. Okay, now what about roar near? What is this gonna sound like?
What was that?
The bloop is nearby.
I think I might need to build some defenses. Don't worry, villager. I won't let you down. I'm gonna stay right here.
Yeah, just stay right here. Okay, what about ambience? What is this? Is this anything? Oh, it's just like some ambient background noise. That's nothing. What else do we got? Not gonna lie, I think the roar one was one of our best sounds. What about shoot? What is this? Oh,
What was that?
that sounded pretty scary. All right, now that we have all those sound effects played,
It sounded like a submarine.
I think it's time for the bloop to actually come out. Let me go out over here, and I'm just gonna morph into the bloop again. I gotta take a little second to set up. Let me turn into him, and then I gotta do /scale set third person 4, so I can actually see myself. Actually, wait, we gotta do 5. I don't know what I did last time. I think it was 5. And then let's actually make myself big too. We'll set my scale to 5, and oh yes, it is now time to do the chomping. I'm thinking I can just pull up to Ruby's house and then eat it. That's gonna be perfect. She's already attached to the house, so as soon as I go up and eat it, she's gonna get so scared. Alrighty, here we go. Let's go ahead and play some lightnings. Lightning bolt. There we go.
Oh, what? Is there a storm coming? And what is that?
The bloop is back. Ruby, you should have taken that book seriously. The book was not lying. Now it's time to pull up.
What? What is happening? What is happening right now?
Here we go. I'm just gonna slowly get closer to the house, do some more lightning strikes, and
No, don't touch my house. Don't do it.
I kind of want to eat the house. Wait a second. This is what it looks like from Ruby's perspective. This is terrifying.
No, why is it so huge? I'll build a wall.
Hold
I'll build a
on.
wall.
What if I go ahead and spawn in a couple of minions? Let me just spawn in a couple more of these guys around here.
What was that noise?
Oh, yeah. Let's just get a bunch of these minions in here. Go eat, minions. Come on, it's feasting time.
I can't leave. I can't leave the house behind.
Oh, yeah. Now it's time for the house to die. Let me just make my way over here and...
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and summon some TNT. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. Instead of summoning TNT, what if I summon some fireballs on Ruby's house? Oh, it looks like the minions are already attacking her. Is she trying to build a defense?
Okay. Here's a wall.
I think the bloops kind of want the house more. All right, I have an idea. What if we go ahead and summon a fireball, but we give it extra power? I'm pretty sure there's like a command that we can give the fireball some extra power that makes it way stronger. I think it's like, explosion power or something. Okay, yeah, the command is explosion power. All right, I'm just gonna stand here. Let's go ahead and run the command and... Oh, yes. We've now got a fireball with explosion power 100. Let me go ahead and shoot it at Ruby's house real quick and...
No!
Oh! That destroyed it in one hit. Now it's time for some more lightning bolts. And, oh, it looks like Ruby just fell.
No!
That was kind of a tragic L on the house. The entire thing just burned down.
My house is gone. I hate that monster thing.
I think we made Ruby really upset. Okay, you know what? I think it's time we admit to her that it was me pranking her that entire time. Let me go into creative mode real quick and let me unmute my mic. Ruby, behind you.
What are you doing here?
So, you know that villager and that giant bloop sea monster guy?
Yeah?
That was me.
Yeah, I can tell. You're huge right now.
Yeah, I know. And I was spawning in minions too. It was great.
Wait, can you not?
I was also that villager, by the way.
Oh, come on. You built me a house just to destroy it. What's wrong with you? Hey!
It was kind of funny. Oh, yes, minion. Go ahead and eat. That was pretty crazy. And if you want to watch the next video, then click on the video on the screen right now.